An ignorant breaker uses the lockdown to panic, but a smart one looks for opportunity to grow. Use the lockdown to work on your control, creativity, and confidence. Here's how. Focus. Oh man, the lockdown time breeds panic and stagnation. And the news just keep making it worse, getting paid with clickbaits, pouring gasoline on fire. Would be easy just to freeze, jump on the panic train and boost the panic going viral on social media. Let's calm down a bit. With all the extra time in hands, why not use the time to uplift your art? There's 3 main aspects in your dance that you can easily improve on if you choose to during the lockdown. But it's up to you if you take that chance. If you keep working for a better you, or you get buried on your couch, Netflixing and chilling. Number 1 is control. Let's address this one today. Tons of people complain that their practice spot is closed and they got no place to practice and they got no space to practice back home. Well, let me tell you 2 stories regarding this issue. 12 years ago, I was judging an octagon event, a jam on it battle in Bulgaria. Alien Ness was there as well, and he asked me after the event, he asked me, Focus, what is the illest that you have ever seen? The illest that you have ever seen in your life? I thought about it for a little while, and then I replied, seeing K-Mel in Rocksteady Anniversary After Party 2005 in New York, in a club night called B-Girl Fight Club. Tiny ass circle in the basement club in New York, on the lowest level with the low roof as well. All of the best B-boys from the whole weekend, and B-girls of course were there as well. Everybody was going off. Guys like Crazy Legs just went all out. But what impressed me the most in K-Mel that night was this. Of course he rocked his freestyle in the way that he normally does, killing it, sitting on top of the music, going all out. But in that small ass circle, while everybody else had to hold back, he could do it all. His level of control was so crazy that he could even include all of his flares and flips that he normally does in that small circle. Nobody had to worry if he would kick somebody on the other side. Everybody knew that he knows what he's doing. I had never seen skill like that before. Seeing that got me thinking, that's the level where I want to be at one day. And that's also the core reason why Alien Ness created the octagon concept. The concept I was judging that night in Bulgaria when he asked me that question. So that one could take his or her control to a whole new level in a limited space. Before Ness used it as a competition format, a battle format, he would just use it as a way to coach his students and disciples and turn them into monsters. And that could be seen in the way that K-Mel tore that circle apart in that basement club in New York. Time for another story on the aspect of control. Around the same time, a couple years earlier maybe, I was still training a lot with Atta from Ghost Crew. You probably know him. In my opinion, one of the best b-boys to touch the floor. Up and coming b-boys, we both had nothing else to do but practice. We both lived in tiny ass small apartments in Helsinki, broke and hungry for battles coming up. My apartment was 70 square meters big. 1-room apartment where I could reach everywhere from my bed. I could reach the fridge from my bed right away. Everything was piled up and stacked up on top of other things, everything that I owned. So if I turned around, something would fall. So it was that small. And every single day we would spend at the practice spot, training the whole day. After I was done, I would go back home, chilling and watching VHS tapes, rewinding, going back and forth, and sleeping of course. Now what would Atta do after he got home from the practice? He had a small piece of linoleum spread on the small floor, and he would continue his practice back home. And the new environment, the smaller space, provided new challenges. He would work on freestyling with the same content, the same moves in that small space. And going from that big floor to that small space, this would make his control unbeatable. So he could make unheard of noise in the circles later on. So as a conclusion, do you still see the lockdown as a setback for your training? Or can you see it as an opportunity to work on your skills in a new way? So be like K-Mel, be like Atta, and use the lockdown time to gain grandmaster levels in your craft. Clear a tiny space from your home and keep training, and you walk out the lockdown as a better version of yourself. I'll address the next aspects, creativity and confidence, on the next knowledge drops next week's. Meanwhile, head out to BBOYdojo.com right now for more free inspiration and knowledge. So catch you soon. Focus signing out with the knowledge drops. Stay healthy and stay inspired. Peace, y'all.